Oh, what the fuck, yo? My shit was muted this whole time. I'm so sorry. I'm a fucking boomer. I was talking this whole time. I'm such a dumbass. Yo, I'm such a dumbass. No face Fuji. What I said before was, appreciate you coming back to back, boy. He said, oh yeah, in the chat. I said, yeah, boy. I'm a silly guy, y'all. I was not prepared. I definitely thought that was unmuted. Sometimes my mic, and I'm not even sure if I hit it or not, but sometimes my mic, I'll hit the button and it doesn't do anything, and I gotta hit it a couple times, so I don't know if that's what happened. Just being completely honest, I have no clue if I even hit it or not. But anyway, so what I did here was I selected an area because I decided that I wanted to make this line a little thinner. I was kind of on the fence about it last stream, but I decided after I drew it that I kind of wanted it a little thinner, so I created an area around these layers with the lasso tool. So you hit L on the keyboard to do that. Then I hit V to select the area, and then I went up and down on the arrows just to kind of actually select the part of the area that I actually wanted to. Anyway, so we're gonna hit select, we're gonna hit modify, we're gonna hit contract, and we did this on the other piece of Elden Ring fan art as well. Usually I do one, but in this case I'm doing two because there's such thick lines otherwise. Then we're gonna hit select again. And we're going to modify that bitch. Actually no, we're gonna hit inverse, and then we're gonna hit the delete key, and it makes the lines much thinner. And I think that looks a lot cleaner than it did. And I still have these for comparison. So this is what it looked like, and now this is what it looks like. So a little more vivid, I would say. What the frick? What the frick? Anyway, y'all, so we're gonna start coloring today. This is gonna be fun. So in a way, you would think there's not a lot of colors, but there actually kind of is, because there's the grass here. We're probably gonna make this grass darker. We have the trees, the tree leaves. We got, you know, a couple different colors of this like space-like background, and also, you know, this yellow and kind of shine coming from the fire here. So really, I think a lot of highlights and shadows are going to do some heavy lifting this time. And then also, obviously, we have the characters that we have drawn. Alright, but I think we're going to start with the furthest background because it's going to be relatively simple. So we're just going to take this color right here with the eyedropper tool. Lo-fi VHS in this bitch. Good evening, young boy. Why, thank you, sir. Appreciate you tuning in. How was your day? Same to you, No Face. How was your day? I also asked that when my mic was muted. So anyway, we're gonna do this background here, and I'm just gonna hit the G key to bring up the paint bucket. So that's, you know, pretty much the background there. I'm gonna hide it for now though. We're just gonna name it Sky, something like that. Now I think this is gonna be pretty important. So we're gonna get this grayish color. I'm gonna try to get a more gray color than the one I just selected there, and then we're gonna do this whole part here. So let's see, let's hide this for now. Let's actually put this way below all of our background drawings here. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is the background, this will be the foreground, so we're gonna put this beneath the foreground here. So yeah, we're gonna use our gray color here, and we're just gonna get to drawing. This is obviously gonna be all grass, so I'm not even gonna bother drawing that part. That'll be a separate layer. Might be a little easier to just not draw that. Okay. We're gonna try to speed through this, y'all, because last time I was really last Elden Ring post I was really kind of burnt out towards the end of it, because it basically took me 24 hours to make it. Basically a whole day of just working on it, so kind of burnt out. But with this new piece of art, we already have everything drawn, which feels good. And I feel like coloring won't be too bad, so we're just gonna get right into it, and hopefully it'll take less time. I'm hoping to get this done a lot faster than the other one. So that's the vibe for this evening. As you can see, this is all grass as well, but we're just gonna roll with it because we don't really have a line here to kind of distinguish where it ends and begins here, so we're just gonna keep rolling it. I noticed that this is showing right now. I'm gonna hide that because we don't really need that anymore. I might even delete it, really, but just for now. Sometimes it's a good idea to hide layers you're not sure if you need, because you might need them later. I really don't think I'll need that one though, but still, just to be safe. Of course, you don't want to do that all the time, because if you do, then you're, at least in my case, my computer's not like super great, so more layers basically equals less performance. So I try to be cautious of that to an extent, but I do have like a million layers at the end of each post, so the end of each project. I'm gonna name this ground gray, but I'm actually gonna change the color of this entire piece here, because although this is an accurate color of the floor in some respects, because I actually took it from the reference here, it's not what I think of when I look at this color. When I look at this color, I think of gray. I don't think of like I don't really think of a blue-ish gray, or like a periwinkle or whatever you would call this. So I'm actually gonna go to image, I'm gonna go to adjustments, go to hue saturation. I'm gonna bring the saturation down. Takes a lot of that blue out. It might still have a little bit in it, but to me this looks a lot better. We might have to make that a little darker as well. I think we could do that. I didn't really think of it till now, but I think the textures in the ground are going to be a little bit of a pain, because we're going to want to add a lot of, like, you know, lighter grays and shadows as well, which usually isn't too bad, but in this case it might be a little annoying. But we'll see. Okay, so we got that out the way. We got, where's the sky? Bring the sky behind this. Gonna bring the sky way behind that, way down here. But again, we're gonna hide it. Let's see here. So these rocks, although like you can clearly see they're kind of like an indigo-ish color here. Even here they're not exactly brown, but I would consider these brown. We could, like, you know, tint them later to kind of look more accurate to this. But to me, I kind of imagine like brown rocks right here. So I'm gonna try to make a brownish color. Let's bring it, something like that. Okay, so the most important thing, we don't have to get the colors perfectly accurate yet. The most important thing that we want to do is to just fill in this layer here, this ink layer. We just want to color it. The industry term for this is called color blocking. I just say color because I'm not a fucking dweeb. I'm not exactly what you would call a mark, so I just say color. So yeah, I'm coloring, you know? In case anyone had any wonders about what I'm doing, I'm coloring, you know? Get through it. Alright, now check how easy this was. Again, it's just... So what I did there, I just drew kind of outside. And then I'm going to hit the shift key. I'm going to bring it way over here, just so it doesn't fill up the whole screen. We have this kind of isolated. The G key. Fill that in with the paint bucket. Now again, this line here, you got to be very cautious of that. A lot of times, and I mean a lot of times, I accidentally will do something like this, and I'll just leave a part of it like hanging, and I won't notice it till way later. Actually, I don't even want to say this because it kind of goes against another rule, but my first Elden Ring art that I posted actually has one of those. I'm not gonna say where, because it's kind of like a sin to point out flaws in your own art, because then people look at it and they think you're not professional. And you know, I'm a professional, so I don't make mistakes, but there might be one of those on there that I didn't notice until after I posted. Okay, so I'm already gonna fix this color because I think of it as a lot darker and less saturated. Something like this, maybe something like that. Pretty solid. We're gonna add some stuff to make this look way further out. Don't worry about that. Let's see here. So I'm actually going to take this color again, and I'm gonna draw this part because I didn't do that. Or I should say color this part. Did not do that. But what's up, folks? You playing some COD? What you doing this fine evening? Getting some dubs in Fortnite? Getting gold on yet another gun? What's the move? What's the word? What's the vibe? Okay. G key, fill that in. Okay. Look at me making mistakes. You see this gray going out of the lines here? I hate that. Like sometimes you think you did it so perfect and you just didn't. You just colored it in like shit. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Let's bring this up more. I'm gonna color these pillars in now, and that would be that's also FG. Yeah. So I'm just gonna title this pillars color. We might use this color for this big kind of shrine or whatever this is, but for now we're just doing pillars. Thinking I'm already gonna make this color more of a yellow color because that's what I think of when I think of these pillars here. I don't think of this brown, but we'll see. Yeah. This playlist is so much better than the first one I had. Holy shit. This is just like the basic one that I was using from the start. And then in the last few streams I used the lo-fi one. This is the chill one. I used the lo-fi one. And then I tried a new one today and that shit was ass, so I immediately switched it. Immediately. I've been really fucking with these bucket hats lately, y'all. I feel like it's time to bring back bucket hats. I remember like dudes who wear that shit like shit when I was like 16 type shit or like 17. And I would occasionally wear one, but like not really, because I was like insecure and thought I looked funny. But I think they're kind of fire again, low key. Especially when I bust out them Hawaiian shirts, bro. Trying to get my fits right this summer. Cause last few years I feel like I didn't really care too much, you know. Just kind of put a shirt on, some shorts, go outside. Trying to get my fits right though, you know. Now we gotta remember that there's some like kind of details or textures on these I don't know what you'd call them, torches or shrines, I guess. I don't really know. So we gotta remember that. It's gonna be something we do probably later, just because it's probably gonna be kind of a little annoying. I'm gonna color these like this yellow color here. I'm gonna name these shrine color. Now typically you don't want to color over like this. Like you can see this pretty clearly, but occasionally you'll run into a color that kind of blends in really well with it. And then when you like remove this background here, you'll notice that. So you want to do it over a background that's like really different, which in this case is this dark brown here. But I'm gonna color these real quick. They shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna do some really cool stuff with the fire also. But we're not gonna really touch that until like the end. Like we'll color it real quick, but we're not gonna do the cool stuff quite yet. I think tonight after stream I'm gonna figure out that auto moderator stuff and see if I can make it kind of accept the word come, because it's been too long. We already finished a whole piece of art and we still are we're still getting censored for the word come. I don't appreciate that. Alright y'all, like I said, I'm gonna really quick draw this fire, but again, we're gonna do some cool shit later. What in the fuck? Okay. Fire color. It's not gonna be anything too crazy, especially if you're like, you know, Photoshop and stuff. But like, I feel like to the average person who doesn't really use like Photoshop, kind of cool. We're really just giving it an outer glow, which is something I didn't do in the last Elden Ring fan art, so no one's seen me do that on stream. Okay, no, that's a lie. We did it on the golem very briefly. This will show up a little more though. line there. Now I feel like this gold color is pretty decent. We're gonna make this fire orange for now, because that's kind of what it looks more like. I'd say something like this. Put the saturation up. Maybe even put the lightness up a little bit. Okay, I would say maybe not too light, because then it kind of loses color. Rather have it look something like that. Just gonna hit Control S to save. Drink some fucking water. Alright, so I think we're gonna do trees next here. We're gonna do grass actually, because I said I was gonna do grass. Totally forgot about it. So I say best green would be one of these. Something like that. That's pretty solid. Hide this once again. Grass green. Now, these plants here, okay. So we did include all those together. Trying to think of how I want to do this here. So a lot of this grass is just included in the foreground, but this grass isn't. Not that I couldn't kind of add it together, but I'm just going to not do that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna color this grass. All the grass that is in this foreground layer here. Hey, TK's in here. Purple hearts. Beautiful. I wish I could play Purple Hearts by Kendrick. I think that's what it's called. I'm tripping. I'm a fake fan. Yeah, Purple Hearts. How you doing, CK? How's your night going? Appreciate you tuning in as always. My boy, my brother, my homie. Chilling, nothing crazy. Feel that? Yo, Lo-Fi and No Face. I don't know if y'all are still here. But I think Chris was telling you, like, back in the day, like he thinks like Ryan Sheckler skated St. Aloysius, and that's confirmed true. Confirmed true, if you were wondering. Ryan Sheckler and Greg Lutzka. The good old homie, my good old homie confirmed it. I think it was almost something 3. Beautiful emotes. Yeah, TK, it's like I'm assuming you know who Ryan Sheckler is. He's like a pretty famous skater. He skated a rail in our hometown, so, or at least my hometown. So I don't know if Lo-Fi or No Face know that or not, but yeah, thought that was pretty cool. Again, courtesy of Greg Lutzka, who was also on the Almost team back then. Milwaukee legend, you know. So anyway, y'all, I'm coloring grass. Nothing new over here, I guess. Pretty commonplace for me. Just coloring some grass. You know the vibes. I'm gonna hide my knight here, because he's covering some of this grass and I don't want to get confused with his lines here. So anyway, like I said, like last time when I started coloring, like coloring is kind of boring to watch. I feel like maybe it's a little, maybe it's like oddly satisfying kind of thing. But I feel like it looks kind of boring. It is kind of therapeutic, I guess. You know, it's not therapeutic though, the fact that I just drew each individual one of these when I could just kind of fill this whole part in and not even worry about it. Yeah, I think I should just fill that whole part in. Unfortunately, maybe. Here, this is what I'm gonna do. Just in case we decide to make like some of the grass blades darker or something, I'm just gonna Control C, Control Shift V, make a whole new layer here, and then this one I'll fill in, and then we'll still have the other one kind of isolated. I'm working harder, not thinking smarter. Not working smarter today. It's a fine evening. I just wonder why you don't ever use the fill bucket more. I do. The thing is, like, okay, first I need to like make the border. So really I just gotta make like the perimeter first, because otherwise the fill bucket won't work properly. I usually don't use it on like smaller surfaces. Like if I'm drawing a circle right here, I'm just gonna do this because it's just faster. But for something like this, I'll definitely use it. Let's see. Could you select the mask or whatever? I don't really know what you mean by that. I mean, I think I kind of do, but like, I don't. I'm trying to think of like how it would apply in this situation. Then fill. Oh, I see what you're saying. It doesn't work as well as you'd think it would. I know what you're saying now, though. Whoops. Forgot this part's not blocked off here. Fill in this. Again, I would never purposely color this like this, but here I am doing it on accident. No worries. So anyway, as you can see, I filled this all in. I'll try to do an example with what you're talking about though, because that is a good question. Alright, so this is what I think you're trying to say. So like, let's say I draw this circle here, right? So instead of the lasso tool, we're gonna use this quick select tool. And you can kind of see it's not working too well. So you could, okay, so it selected the border here. Now we're gonna go to the select tab. We're gonna hit inverse, and then we're gonna fill that. So I'm assuming you mean something like that. So like the thing is, like, it works, but I still had to make like the perimeter, if that makes sense. You know, like I had to draw the perimeter of this circle. So it's essentially kind of just doing more work than I need to. You could, there's a couple of ways to do this. I think the best way to do it, and like the most professional way to do it, is like how I do it. Where I kind of just draw the perimeter, fill it in, and then fix the little, just clean up that extra kind of, I guess, space. But I could also, you know, I could actually get a copy of this outline here, and I could just fill in that outline. And then I could just put another layer of the outline over it. That way I could do like shadows and highlights. Let me try to do something real quick. So this is a rock, right? Whatever, it looks like shit. So we can just fill it. Let's copy and then paste it. So there's two layers of the rock here. So we could fill this in here, and then we have this blank one as well. Whoops. So we could do like highlights real quick. You know, and it's like, you would think it's super easy, right? I didn't have to like color in the perimeter here. But you also kind of get this extra stuff here. There's ways to, you know, fix that, but it's kind of just like, at a certain point, it's more, I think, like satisfying to just color it in like a traditional way. And it's also like, I would say, pretty much the same time. It takes like the same amount of time. I always gotta skip this song. It's always just kind of sounds like cringe. I don't know how to explain it. The keys are like off. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to coloring this grass the only way I really know how. So we're gonna do this. Okay, then yeah, we just gotta remember this is different. So this is pretty much all the grass. I don't think we left anything out. I don't think this is part of this layer here. Let's see. Nope. So that's all. This is all the background, or I should say the midground. So we're in pretty good shape for the grass here. I think we should just color this grass in right away, which is also going to be, we'll color the plants separate, but they're all on the same layer. So we're going to put 2 layers under this outline here. So yeah, we're just going to do, we're just going to try our best to kind of match these lines here. But we're gonna have to put both of these beneath foreground. That way the color doesn't go over this line here. Don't want that. Okay, we also don't want it to go over this. But we're not gonna mess with the orientation of the layer. Just gonna do this. Fill this in. Now I'm probably going to stream a little bit later tomorrow. I mean, still relatively early. I think like pretty on par for what I've been doing. I'm thinking maybe like 4:30 again, my time, Central Time. But I have a couple interviews, so I'm kind of interested in what's gonna happen there. Okay, so we did the perimeter here. We're gonna fill that. Up. And then real quick, just so I don't have to worry about this later, we're just gonna do something like this. Okay. I'm gonna fill in these grass blades. Pretty solid. Okay, now we're going to click this line here. So that's going to be that foreground layer. And we're going to erase every part where it kind of intersects here. So right here, right here, right here. a little bit of green right there. Just have this little right there too. Just do something like that. It really doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna cover that up anyway. Okay, let's get back to this. Erase a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Whoa, don't want to erase all of that here. Something like that, looking beautiful. Quite beautiful, yeah. Now what I typically do, I don't want to make the plants and the grass the same color because that'll look a little monotonous. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it a little darker, a little more saturated possibly. At least the leaves, and then the stems we can make even another color, just to kind of add some variation. So we're gonna do plants, leaves, color. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This, that. Okay, let me think about what I'm gonna do here. Okay, so this line here also intersects, so we're gonna just erase it. Just do it that way. Don't know if there's any more. Probably no, not that. Yeah, we might be all right then. So we're gonna just keep going with these leaves, boy. These ones are a little goofy because they don't have lines here. Probably should just add those. Not sure if I will or not, but I probably will. I'm not exactly sure why. These are crossing over. Oh, torches. Okay, so we can put this behind here. That should be good. Now when we color, should go over these lines here, which indeed they do. Those are some sick emotes, Mr. TK. That's dope. It's like a lightning gladiator. I like those like octopus ones where you can make like a whole little octopus man with like arms going in different directions. I like that one. Honestly, we're making pretty good progress on this one. More than I thought we would, honestly. We're gonna put torches under grass color here, because as you can see, it was kind of intersecting there. Should have did that, but I didn't till now. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Didn't erase these here. Either. Not that one. Didn't do this one. Didn't do any of these. Sometimes you just don't notice until it's too late. Not until it's too late, but until you get there when you're coloring. If you ever trying to draw something, and you start coloring over the outline, you know you're on the wrong layer. Okay, we got the leaves. Let's do plant stems color, although none of my homies on them stems. None of my homies smoking stems. So I think I'm gonna do something like this, at least for now. And this is gonna go under the leaves, so we don't have to worry about coloring over them. We're gonna have to erase these lines here. Get back to coloring. The easiest way to switch to the layer you want is to kind of just hit the V key and then click the layer. You just gotta make sure auto select is on right here, top left, because otherwise it won't work. I really think this is this playlist is really like its own genre of music. Like, I don't even know what I would call it. Would I call it like chill hop? Because I wouldn't say it's just like lo-fi hip hop. It's got its own like thing to it. Especially the last one. This one is like, you could almost say it's like lo-fi. Or even like jazz rap. Except there's no rapping. More lines I have to erase. Let's get back to that before I forget. So as you can see, there's a little bit of variation here. I might still make these stems a little darker though. Or maybe I'll make the stems and the leaves a little darker. Not sure. Just gotta try things out sometimes. Pretty solid, pretty solid. I guess I'm misremembering. I thought we drew some plants over here too, but I guess not. So I'm thinking we fix this dark color a little bit. Want it to look a little different. Not the color, but just where these ends meet. I could see MF Doom rapping on this. Not this part though. Added too much. Alright, let me make the stems here a little darker. Might even look better like that. Nah, I think I like them lighter than... I think I like them lighter than the leaves. Maybe I like them darker, I don't know. I mean, I could do that as well. I can make them both darker. That seems too dark. I think I'm gonna keep one like that, darker. Okay. Now, let's do all this grass here. We already have a grass color, so that'll be relatively easy. Problem is that we did all of these like trees and bushes here on the same layer. Oh, that's not really much of a problem at all actually. We're just gonna do this. Something like that. Okay, so yeah, the trees. Hold up. Let's put it behind the trees here. I thought the trees were on this layer too, but I guess not. Fuck. This beat sounds like some shit that I would make in FL back, like FL Studio, like right when I got it. Just the drums at least. Okay, y'all, I fucked up right here, but it's okay. Probably not the most professional solution, but it works perfectly fine. Like, I literally think that those, like, drums on this beat, though, are literally, like, the drums you first get. Like, the first 4 they put into the pattern right away. Like, even that reverse cymbal. Something like this. We're gonna have to make a line here because it'll look like shit otherwise. I don't think my plan was, my plan was definitely not to just fill this all with grass here. And if it was my plan, then I'm an idiot because it's not gonna work properly. So I'm hoping we can finish the coloring tonight. I'm thinking maybe not the characters though, maybe just like the background.
Levity to each other's lives, but there's a lot more to life than that, and I realized that in these last few years. And we just became very different people, and so we had nothing in common overnight. It's very strange, but that happens.
Also, this grass color has to go above the background. I don't know why. Don't know why that was not the case. Again, the easiest way to do that is to kind of just hit Control and then the bracket, because it'll go and move the layer up or down on the layers panel here. Okay. Pretty solid. Oops. I'm surprised I haven't gotten like carpal tunnel yet. Cause like you guys know I'm putting in the work now. Like there's no question about it. Like I streamed 24 hours last week. You know, like exclusively working on art. Except for the extra 2 hours that I was gaming, but that's not included in my 24 hours that I was talking about. I really streamed for like 26 hours. So just keep that in mind, y'all. But I do kind of feel my hand cramping a little bit, so I probably shouldn't jinx it though. Okay, we are at 6 pixels for this. So let's just kind of follow this line that I created. Something like that. Beautiful. Okay, got all the grass colored in. Let's drink some water to that. So we just really got rocks and trees for coloring and all the characters, of course. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with the background, like the sky here, cause you know, in the reference here, it's kind of a few different colors. I think I'm mostly gonna do like gradients. I think that's the best way to go about it probably, but I don't know yet. get a color for the tree trunks, which is gonna be really dark in this picture, but I'm gonna try to get the brightest kind of color I could get from here. And then the leaves here are gonna be like this yellow color. Hide this. Okay, so let's do this yellow color. Pretty dark, I would say. I'd say probably not the ideal yellow I was going for. But it might work. It might work. Because again, the background is very dark. So the lighting in general for this piece is going to be pretty dark. Yeah, I think we're gonna make it a little brighter. No, we'll leave it for now. We'll leave it. Done. Yeah, we definitely don't want to make it brighter than that. I think the trunk color is pretty solid. If anything, we'd actually make these leaves kind of darker, maybe. But for now, we're not going to worry about that. What we are going to worry about here is coloring these trees. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna this. probably should have drew the leaves first. Just so I could actually see these lines a little better through this dark trunk color. But if it's too hard to see, we could always just hide it. In fact, I'm just gonna do that. These leaves now. Alright, we got that part. Let's see. Yeah, and then this. We're gonna hide these whoops. We're gonna hide these colors here. Because they're gonna probably confuse me when I'm trying to draw these colors. Should probably hide these, but I think instead I'm just gonna follow my heart here. So what I'm doing is obviously this is dangerous. What I'm doing is dangerous, very dangerous. I'm just trying to cover up as much area as I can, because obviously I can't tell what I'm not drawing right now, or I should say coloring. So we're just gonna follow the lines here, and then we're just gonna scribble in all this. Let's, real quick, I'm just gonna make sure that I did that, because it's dangerous. You really shouldn't do that, but I think I got everything. Yeah, it's straight. So we're just gonna keep rolling. Gotta remember we already colored those, so this is where this ends. Whoops. Whoops. That one wasn't really my fault. My Wacom pen decided to just glitch out there. Pretty solid. Tree leaves color. Trunk color. Again, we're gonna get this trunk color. Snag this real quick. Okay, unhide those. And I mean, that's looking pretty beautiful. The one thing I'm not liking about this section here is that it looks like it's like a separate tree from this. Therefore, it should have a trunk leading all the way down. So I think I'm gonna add that. So I think it was 6 pixels. Seven. Sorry, real quick, this is giving me OCD. Okay, that is not what it was. What happened is I didn't color this in, I don't think, yep. So let's see, what if we just did something like that, or oops. Okay, so we're going to hide this all. Not this. Alright, we're just gonna roughly color this in, just in the places where it's visible. So obviously these are really shitty lines here, but they're good enough for a tree trunk. That's all that really matters. Just do something like that. So again, looks like shit, but once we unhide that, it'll look great. Let me just add some details to this tree trunk here. I think again it was 7 pixels. So we're gonna do something like this. we gotta add this bush here. Bush color. Pause. And I think we're honestly just gonna steal this green from this plant here. I feel like that's pretty solid color. Pretty solid. Now again, we might edit like pretty much all of these colors. It's hard to say. Again, because this is like a more realistic art style, I would probably make the colors more dull than saturated. Just kind of how it is. It's less cartoony. But I mean, even with that said, when I make vulture art, typically it's pretty dull. Pretty dull, kind of earthy tones a lot of times. This is really important. You can't really see this line here, but there's definitely a line right here that I need to fill in. You can see it more right here, but yeah. Okay, we got that bush. I believe this is supposed to be a rock, so, you know, just a little extra there. Looks like I forgot to add details right here. Nothing crazy. Get the vibe. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Let's get a nicer rock color for these rocks here. And we're gonna have two rock colors really. So we're gonna have a darker one, which I'm gonna say something like this, and then something like this. And again, they're not gonna be as blue. Nope. Danny DeVito, I assume. If there's one single person in this world who doesn't like Danny DeVito, I promise you, you're a fucking bitch. You're the worst. You're probably top 3 worst people on the planet in all time. Alright, we're gonna do rock dark color first. And again, we're just gonna color it for now, cause like kind of just filling in the borders is what kind of matters the most. We could do the others. We could change the actual color, the hue, the saturation of the color after we do this. So he said, "It's me. I'm top 3 worst person ever." Oh, come on, you're capping. Danny DeVito, you don't like Danny DeVito? You're full of hooey, brother. You're full of that nonsense today. There's no way. Alright, so we're gonna fill this. Again, kind of dangerous. You can't really see these lines here. I actually can see them pretty well. Right here I can't. But I know it's like right in this area. If you kind of scribble in little circles, you can't really miss. He's chill. I'm just a bad man. Oh, okay. Good. You can be a bad person. I don't care. But just, you know, don't be a bad person by hating on Danny DeVito or other beloved, wholesome individuals. Then we will have war. It's like Keanu Reeves too, like, I'm gonna be honest, I've seen like 2 movies with Keanu Reeves in it, but because he's given himself such good press, and not only because it's for press, but I'm just saying, like, he just carries himself as such a good guy, 100% think he's a good guy. And he's got a really cool backstory. And a really wholesome and part wholesome, part sad backstory, so. War! War as in the band, as in why can't we be friends? Keanu slander will not be tolerated, thank you. I mean, it's the same thing with Danny DeVito. Like, you can't, if you fucking hate Keanu Reeves or Danny DeVito, you're just a bad person, 100%. Just go to jail instantly. There's no saving you. I will say I kind of hated like Ryan Reynolds. I don't know why. I just like kind of like hated how he carried himself. But he's probably like a pretty cool guy also. Probably like a pretty universally loved celebrity. Seems like a decent person. But you never know. You never know. Andre 3000 slander also will not be tolerated. Andre 3000 seems like one of the coolest individuals on the planet. In many ways. Swag on 100. Positive vibes on 100. Musical talent on 1,000. Also a vegan. Very cool. Fun fact. Only negative vibes. I'm reporting you to so many organizations. Only negative vibes, and then he just puts the cool little helmets. I don't know. I don't really know what that's supposed to be from, but it looks cool. So yeah, we're rolling. Rolling with it. You know, I wouldn't mind this song if I heard it at in a Target or something. Like, I really wouldn't. I don't hate it. But it's like kind of difficult to talk over someone singing, and I'm kind of confused why they put this in a playlist like this for Twitch. It's not bad though, but I hope you guys can hear me, you know? Hope I'm not getting drowned out. This song is doing too much. Yeah, we'll stay for the drop here. This feel good. Once she starts singing again though. This is cool. It almost has like a hyper pop quality to it, but it's like really laid back. It's weird. It had like a singer-songwriter kind of vibe. Okay, we're gonna switch it now though. I like those reverse synths. That's pretty cool. I like this very Flying Lotus-esque instrumental. I like this one a lot. So much going on. It's like a really laid back Flying Lotus instrumental. It's definitely a lot of chaotic ones as well. Syncerator, weird inside. And this could be like IDM, I guess. I think it'd be like IDM, classified as that genre of music. I love how many layers there are to this one. This one is like just beautiful. Like you hear these glitchy synths, you hear these weird vocals, you hear these crunchy bass lines. You hear these, you know, bass chord progressions. These glitchy sound effects. It's just so beautiful. I have nothing but respect for this one. A little arpeggiated kind of thing. Super dope. That one's a banger. That one's really a banger. This one sounds like a Young Lean type beat. And then it goes kind of soft on us. This part's not Young Lean. So anyway, y'all, I'm drawing rocks. I don't know if y'all could tell or not. I think I know a little cheat code that I'm gonna do to make my job a little easier once I'm done coloring. We're in the danger zone. We're in the cum zone. The what? The what? You heard me, TK. You know exactly where we are. I might be low income, but I will never be low income. I told you, that's my motto. I will say that I'm getting bread no matter how much bread I'm not getting. No matter how broke I am. I will say I'm getting bread. Oh yeah, you're in your Joker phase, are you? Big Joker guy, huh? Trying to remind me to watch those DC animated films, huh? I gotta watch, he said yeah. I gotta watch Dune and Mad Max first. And by first I mean I'm just gonna watch those because I probably won't ever have time for the DC films. But I say that with all due respect because I'm sure they are good. It's just I don't have time like that. very cautionary emote, I would say. So this part right here is actually all, I would say, rocks, not just like part of the floor. I mean, really, it kind of is a little bit of both. The floor is pretty much rocks anyway. I like this beat a lot too. I honestly, when I hear like beats like this, with just so many things going on and they all work together somehow and they all sound beautiful, just makes me never want to make a beat again. Like there are beats that like I will hear and I'll be like, wow, I want to do something like this. I want to make a beat right now. A beat like this, I'm just like, this is so sick. I know I can't do this. I can't do anything like this. I'm just gonna give up now. For anyone who likes beats like this, y'all should definitely follow Count Cole with K's, not C's. And Kalen Ellis, I believe his name is, on Instagram. They're so talented, make such cool beats, using like a lot of live instrumentation and things like that. Super dope. Still got these little rocks over here. I don't know if they're on like other social media, because I know you don't have Instagram, TK, but they're really really talented and they've collaborated a couple times too, which is awesome because they both make super sick music, super pretty music. Nice. Let's do something like that. That looks pretty nice. This is the dark color, mind you. We're gonna actually add a lighter color before we even do shadows and highlights. So what my idea was, you know what, my cheat code isn't really going to work the way I think it was going to. I thought it was going to. I'm just going to color it. But we're just going to take this color and we're going to make it a little brighter. A little less saturated, something like that, I guess. That'll be our lighter color, and let's say, the thing is, I would love to use a clipping mask for this, because then I wouldn't have to worry so much about these edges. I would just, you know, draw it like this and it would just stay right here. But I don't like doing that because kind of makes it a little weird with shadows and highlights. I don't really like how it does that. Basically, because if I were to make this into a clipping mask and then I would have a shadows and highlights layer over this, also a clipping mask, that would work decently enough, but then the darker part of it would probably be a little weird with the shadows and highlights, I think. thinking something like this. TK, what was your favorite, I don't know why I'm asking this. What was your favorite cartoon growing up? Probably. I know you're like, you love Codename Kids Next Door. But I know you're like a little older than me, so I don't know how young you were when that like came out. Like for me, I think I was like 6 or 7 or something, so I was like pretty young. I really liked Edda and Eddie when I was super young, and obviously like SpongeBob. And Samurai Jack. And then I got like a little older and like Codename Kids Next Door came out. Oh, Rugrats. Yeah, that's valid. I watched a lot of Rugrats too when I was young. And Arnold. Hey Arnold. I will give it to Nickelodeon. I'm not a huge Nickelodeon fan. I don't hate Nickelodeon by any means. Definitely do not hate Nickelodeon. I just always kind of give like Nickelodeon kids shit because I feel like Cartoon Network is just like so much better. In fact, I would say I hate Nickelodeon too much because it really isn't that, it isn't bad. Like, and it's not even not bad, it's good. It's, I just, I don't know. I just like the tone of like Cartoon Network shows so much more. I feel like there's so much more like clever and less like just predictable, like, oh, this is a cartoon, so we're gonna do cartoon stuff. Animaniacs. Yeah, that one, Animaniacs was a little before my time. Like, I definitely remember watching it, I just don't know on what. Like, I think I might have had like a VHS tape or something with them on it. I'm not really sure. But I didn't watch it like, I don't know. I also watched a lot of like old cartoons too though, like, you know, Tom and Jerry and the original Scooby-Doo and stuff. Classics, you know. Tiny Toons. Tiny Toons. Tiny Toons Adventures. Oh, okay. See, what we had growing up instead of Tiny Toons, we had Baby Looney Tunes. So it was like pretty similar, I think. Tiny Toons. That's weird. I never watched that. Yeah, but we had Baby Looney Tunes, kind of slap. I always loved going to my grandma's house because she had, yeah, my brother watched that, yeah. Um. Oh, and they had like I think it was called a pup named Scooby Doo. It was like Scooby Doo and Shaggy and the gang when they were like kids. That one was always pretty good. But I still like the original Scooby Doo the most. Like the 1960s version, I think it was, or 70s, probably 70s. But at my grandma's house, love the pup. Yeah, my grandma's house, she had like boomerang. Sorry, I'm a loser. She had boomerang, and I didn't have that growing up. So it had like all the like old cartoons that I always like wanted to watch, but I just never could. It had like Flintstones and Smurfs and all kinds of shit. I think it was like it had like Thundercats and like He-Man. And I think like Manila Gorilla or something like that, I think it was called. And a bunch of those. There's like, wasn't there one like called like Huckleberry the Dog or something? Huckleberry Hound. Yeah, stuff like that. Had the Jetsons. Okay, Boomer. Yeah, sorry. Contrary to that statement that you just made, I actually do not prefer old cartoons at all. They have a charm to them though that like you just can't really get. But like, you know me. I like Adventure Time and Regular Show and I mean, you know, Codename Kids Next Door, Gumball. Sorry, I'm on a cartoon rant now because I haven't watched a lot of cartoons lately. Flapjack, Chowder, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Samurai Jack, you know the vibe. That's like my generation of cartoons, even like Total Drama Island and stuff like that. SpongeBob, a little bit of Fairly Odd Parents, some Jimmy Neutron. Those are like the Nick shows I liked. Hey Arnold. I think like the oldest like some of the oldest shows that I watched when I was young were like Doug and Hey Arnold. I feel like those were like before my time, but I still watched them because they were like the 90s, you know. And I was born in 98, so like I was like really young by the time that those were probably like about to stop airing. Forgot what else. I know there's probably more. Oh, Real Monsters, the Angry Beavers, stuff like that. Definitely remember seeing on Nickelodeon when I was young. I will say nothing beats a classic SpongeBob though. Like I don't think like any like comedy oriented cartoon beats SpongeBob. I feel like I'm at a rave right now. In like the fucking desert. I guess I also watched the OG Pokemon that I think came out like probably before I was born. Indigo League, that was like my fucking shit when I was a kid. Obviously. There's actually like a old video of me when I was like 2 years old, and I was like knocking on the TV, you know, back when TVs were like big ass squares, and I was like, I want to watch Pokemon. I want to watch Pokemon. Kapow. Same. I also had some sick Pokemon shoes. Fire. Very fire. They lit up. I don't remember what Pokemon were on them, but definitely Pikachu had to be. And I had some sick winter gloves with Pikachu on them. Very vintage. Very sick. Definitely my favorite gloves as a youngster. Well, I'm drawing a lot of shit, yeah. Coloring a lot of shit. Those will be... Well, they are. I'll make it a little darker. Seems kind of bright. Something like that. We're in pretty good shape. It's already like 1 o'clock. Rock cooler. Just gonna delete some of this. Fuck. I feel like this. A little Doing pretty good. Got most of the coloring down. Again, except for the characters here. And I'm not going to get off quite yet, so... Whoops. I'm just gonna drink some water and look at my piece here. I'm thinking we're gonna make these a little more yellow. Kind of get a little closer to that, but not the exact same. She got really green really quick. Something like this. Why are these all together? Why did I color these together? I thought I colored that on this layer. Luckily this isn't a big mistake. So we're just gonna take this lasso, we're gonna Control X, Control Shift V. Now it's on a different layer. Now we're just gonna go to Shrine Color here, and you can see I obviously did not do that properly. Since I already have this labeled Shrine Color though, I'm gonna put this above I'm gonna put this layer that actually has the color on it above the one that says Shrine Color. I'm gonna right click it and I'm gonna click merge down, and then it will just make it that name. So yeah. Now we're gonna try this again here. All right. Let's try to find the reference I had before. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, let's bring the big reference above everything. Man, let's bring all these together, make this one folder. As you can see, this is everything we've done up until this point, so we're just gonna name it Elden Ring 3 because this is the third art piece I'm making. Now, I gotta find the mock-up I'm looking for. Not that. Not the mock-up, the reference. My bad. I don't think I got rid of it. Let's just put this whole other folder above this folder. These we probably won't use. Again, another thing, like if we had time, I'd probably add this kind of stuff. These would be really cool to kind of add. Seems like it might be a little difficult to even do that though. Just the stances that I already drew just probably wouldn't make sense. here. It's the plant we don't need. I don't know what I did with that reference. It must be... Like, did I really delete that? I think I must have. We're gonna bring that back in. I don't remember deleting that though. So I just gotta find this reference again so I can begin coloring these ancestral followers here. Put it up top. Surely y'all remember this ugly ass face. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna color. I'm just gonna color everything so we can see what. Whoops. I'm gonna name it body color for now. We're just gonna color everything. Wow, this gray is way too similar. Hold on. Cannot use that right now. I'm gonna get a much brighter color. Better. So I think my goal for tonight here, I'm not coloring all of these guys here. It's just not happening. Cause I'm getting pretty tired. I worked a normal 8-hour shift today, so you know. But tomorrow, I definitely will be streaming a lot. I have an interview tomorrow, and also, I mean, kind of possibly two, because I have an invite for a video interview as well. But W. Why thank you, Lo-Fi. Also, thanks for the Joker emote. Interview W. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I wish, and I don't know. I wish I could find a creative job, so I didn't have to kind of just keep relying on jobs that I don't particularly care for. Not to say that they're like this one's gonna be like horrible or anything. Schmack W, thank you. In fact, I think it'll be all right. It pays more than what I'm making right now, so and that's just starting, and it's for like probably a lot less bullshit I have to deal with. So I think I have a pretty good shot at getting it, but finding a job you like is the hardest part about life. Yeah, man. It really is, man. The thing is, you have to fight for your life at your current job. No bullshit. Yeah, dude. The problem that I'm facing is like, obviously, I want like a creative job, and it just seems, well, first off, there's like no opportunities in Milwaukee, really. I mean, maybe in Milwaukee, but I don't live down there, you know. I live here in West Dallas, so it's like not exactly Milwaukee, but kinda. And there's nothing here in West Dallas, like not a thing. But I also have come to realize that like every job wants a bachelor's degree, and I only have an associate's degree, and I'm not really trying to spend $30K to get one, because you can't really get one through MATC, I don't think, which is where I got my associates. So it's been pretty discouraging, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I don't know. Plus, like, even getting jobs that I wasn't like super crazy about, I've kind of gotten rejected for, even though they pretty much led me to believe that I was going to get the job, and I've had like multiple interviews for each of them. So that was also really discouraging and really annoying and really unnecessary, I feel like. Kind of just wasted my time. There really isn't anything around here. That's why my new job is 20 minutes away. Yeah, dude, exactly. Well, I mean, and this one will be like kind of like that too. Pretty much like 15, 20 minutes away. Which isn't super far, but like where I currently work, it's like it's very convenient to just like get to and from work, and I already like know everyone there. So it's gonna be like kind of hard to just like dip and just be like, I'm over it, but I'm kind of over it anyway, because like they don't pay that great, and they keep giving us more things to deal with that we don't want to deal with. So over that. I'm just gonna color this in this random purple color. I just wish I knew that like every place around here, or really anywhere, wants like a bachelor degree in graphic design. Because I mean, either I wouldn't have gone to college at all, or I would have like probably just went somewhere where I could get one instead of wasting my time at a technical school. But I didn't know that because I got into school when I was like 18 and I didn't know shit. And truthfully, I didn't even really know what graphic design was exactly. I mean, like, I kind of did, but like didn't know the extent of it. I guess like my dream job, like aside from like running like Vulture or something, would be like I mean, there's a lot of things I'd love to do. Like even this, if I could make money like just making art on stream, I'd be so down. Um, it's obviously not the case though. But like, let me think. Yeah, aside from Vulture, like if I could just illustrate things for people, whether it be like through commission or whether like, you know, someone pays me monthly to make like designs for their product or their packaging or something, I'd be so down. Like I applied for like a graphic design position for like a beer company, because you know a lot of beer companies have like really cool like designs on their cans, and I wanted to do something like that, but they wanted a bachelor's, but I still applied anyway. So I mean, I hope I get something back, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I won't. Before I got on this tangent, I think I said I was gonna just kind of vaguely color these guys in before I get off. I think that's gonna be the move. Don't want to do too much. Kind of just get this over with. Not that I'm not enjoying this, because I am. I'm sorry if I have been sounding like a downer lately. I don't intend to. But fan art is kind of taxing, I can't lie. When you're kind of like a technical artist and you're trying to make things look the way that I do. But bear with me. But yeah, I mean, like I would do so many different types of jobs. Like I would be a video editor. I would do like anything. Like I just want to be creative and make things for people and not feel like micromanaged and just do random shit I don't really care about at all. That's like it. Like if I could just, you know, do that, everything would be solid. Yes, TK, that was the emote I was talking about before. When you had put the I think when you first put like that night helmet in. It's definitely one of my favorite emotes, yeah. Emoticon. I don't know, am I saying that right? Are those emotes, or are emotes like when it appears on your screen? I'm not like too informed on Twitch culture. Like I kinda am, but not really. I only watch like 2 streamers, except for the 2 that are in this chat right now. Hee hee. Usually I watch them on YouTube, to be honest. The same, okay, good. Then I don't sound like an idiot. I like all those night helmet ones too, though. You're telling a story. It's like the knight slayed the octopus and cut it up into little bits, and you can see the little cuts. It's crazy too, because a lot of like the creative jobs that I've been seeing, like on like LinkedIn, they pay really well. Like it's not like, you know, which I mean they should, of course, you know what I mean. I'm not saying they they shouldn't. They absolutely should. But it's like, it seems like fun jobs. It seems like fun jobs and they pay more. As opposed to like me getting paid like shit and being miserable. I keep looking back at the chat where TK said the same, but like I'm reading it in like Starfire's voice from Teen Titans, and I'm like the same, like same, like you're saying, oh yeah, same, but it's like Starfire saying it, so it's like the same. I don't know why. Because it's not even like in the same way you're saying it. Like you're saying they're two things that are like similar, or the same thing. I'm fried. I'm sorry. I'm like tired. I will say, TK, I definitely expected there to be more, like, job opportunities where you are, though. I mean, I don't know. But it seems like you've also been kind of, on the hunt for a job for a while now. But, like, here, it's like, man... It is tough. At least for creative jobs, I mean. Like, I feel like being like on a coast, especially the West Coast, it's like just gotta be, I would assume, more like creative job opportunities, but what do I know? There are jobs, but the postings are sketchy. Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't really factor that in. Like a lot of, there's probably a lot of people trying to take advantage more. Especially like, I mean, obviously you're not like in LA or anything, but tech industry is laying people off too. Yeah, I mean, I might be talking out of my ass when I say this, but like, I feel like, first off, there's so many industries emerging, and there's also like just so much that they need to learn in terms of like, hold up, I'm skipping this real quick, too much going on. But like there's so much that they need to learn in terms of like how many workers they need and this and that and the other thing, like with tech. So I feel like a lot of people are getting like laid off and stuff like that, or would be getting laid off, because I don't really know too much about it, but it's kind of the impression I get with tech, AI, all kinds of stuff like that. coding. But really, I mean, I guess really every industry though, because I mean, every industry to some extent, like, tech is involved, and it's constantly improving. Factories are, you know, getting new equipment, and companies are getting new equipment. Any kind of like store or anything, even. I feel like it's just like a lot of push and pull. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna color this night in here. Just because it'd probably just be easier for me to just color each individual thing as I go instead of, you know, do all this. But we'll chill for a second. It's not that things don't exist, but everything is small groups of people who all know each other. Yeah. They live in expensive apartments on the coast, but they could do this anywhere. It's hard for like normal people. It's hard for normal people because you spend more time surviving than thriving if you don't know someone who can help you get your foot in the door. Yeah, I hear that, man. Like you said, it could happen everywhere, anywhere, and it happens everywhere. But like I feel like especially in like places like LA, things like that, even like Illinois. I mean, even in Milwaukee, it's like that, but it's just, you know, Milwaukee's not like, people don't look at Milwaukee like they look at Chicago or New York. Like Milwaukee's like pretty big in its own way, but like the thing is, like in Milwaukee, it's like there are so many artists that make like murals and things like that. Like there are so many murals in like Milwaukee, even West Dallas where I live, and other you know, surrounding like cities. And there's also a lot of like sculptures and things like that, like across, like around the city. There's even, you know, an art museum and things like that. So I feel like a lot of those people just kind of know each other to get into those exhibits and things like that, or get those like opportunities. Like I feel like I feel like it's rarely like they've built like kind of a platform for themselves before that. But again, I'm probably talking out of my ass. I'm not sure. It's probably a little bit of both though. Unfortunately, I don't know fucking anybody. Like, no one in my family did anything creative in the entirety of my family tree. Like, my grandma played, like, organ a little bit in, like, church. I think that was it. Like, no, and my uncle plays guitar, but outside of that, it's like nothing, like literally anything that I'm interested in. And like, you know, by that same token, there's like no opportunities that come with that either. But yeah, now I'm just chopping it up. Just kind of vibing. Trying to plot my next move here. I think I'm gonna make a little to-do list, which is what I like to do. Okay, so color this knight here. I need to color him. Color this little part, change color. Might be a highlights, shadows kind of thing. Just gonna write stars, gradient. Just gonna write all highs and shadows. Sky gradients. I see someone's chatting. It's TK. I will look at that very shortly. Just writing this all out. Fire glow. Patterns. Textures. Stuff like that, the floor. Add a gradient to the floor here also. So one for this background here and then one for this. Yeah, that's pretty good for a to-do list. More than it really needs to be. Exactly, I've seen it out here. Most of the people are flexing and renting office space to feel important, but art is literally either join a company or build your own network, and studio entry level doesn't exist. Yeah, no, literally, I don't understand, like, it's insane to me because I'll go on LinkedIn and I'll literally look for like half an hour, 45 minutes at just jobs. And even when they say entry level, it says you need a bachelor's degree or something like that. It's like so, it's so like, you need to be this. Like there's no like if, ands, or buts about it. And also like, I would say 9 times out of 10, they're not even entry level ones. Like they, like almost every single job wants you to have like 3 years experience or something like that. It's like, okay, where do I start? Like, where's the entry level? It's just like insane. Like I just can't even, I can't fathom it. Even with the masters, they want you to have 5 years experience. Yeah, that too. I mean, it's like, is my school experience not enough? Like, if if you pass your classes and like you get good grades, not that grades necessarily matter too much in that field, because it's more about your portfolio. But like, if you have a good portfolio and you have your degrees, why would that not be enough? You know what I mean? I mean, deadlines are also really important, but like, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy they want so much. Yeah. And it's not just graphic design, it's like like I said, it's or like we're saying, it's like every single industry. It's like ridiculous. And like even like regular jobs, like the ones that, you know, I'm actually getting interviews for and stuff like that, it's still like they're hiring part-time, or like they're hiring for certain positions, or like they're not hiring, you know. It's just kind of goofy. I'm gonna label this to do. Follower reference. What you guys think? You guys think I should color some more? You guys think I should get off? Or you just want me to chop it up and not focus on it too much? Second time I've graduated into a recession, I'm used to the disappointment. Yeah, man, it's hard. It's rough, man. Color more? Okay. We're gonna do the night then. We'll do it quick. Yes. Alright, so actually what we're gonna do here, obviously I usually steal the colors right from the reference image, but because I now have 2 beautiful Elden Ring fan art posts completely done, we're just gonna steal the colors from one of those. Let's see here. My nose is very itchy. It's fine evening. I also, I think I have a back pimple, and I'm not happy about that at all. So we're gonna take this green here, we're gonna take this metal color here. We're going to take this yellow color here. And those are gonna be our main colors here for now. Just these 3. Gonna hide this. Okay, let's see. Dude, and also like AI is not helping anybody. I mean, like, again, I like AI in a lot of ways. Like, I think it's cool. I think it's good for artists. Like, as a reference, I don't see any issue with that. But some people really lazily kind of use it for some things, and especially like rich people, mainly organizations and things will use that for like art because they can't afford, or they rather not pay an artist to do whatever they're using AI for. But also other things too. Like, I mean, I can't even imagine what journalism is gonna look like after ChatGPT. It's not gonna be great, I'm sure. Or maybe it won't seem any different, but it'd be kind of dumb. But yeah, I think automation is great in general, as long as people can still like get money, get paid for like doing the things they want, or getting paid to kind of just do whatever they want. Like if the government set up like universal basic income and then like automation just took over, that'd be cool. That'd be swag. Cause I would just do art all day and I wouldn't have to worry about it, you know? I'd be like, yo, free checks from the gov? Bet. And then I'd be like, you know, probably kind of broke because they probably wouldn't pay you too much, but you know, people who don't do art and stuff like that could just get a day job if they felt like it. So this silver color is definitely not gonna fly. This is not hitting. Doesn't even look like silver, it looks like cream. But as you can see here, it is a gray color.
Little bit of an illusion, I would say. A little bit of an illusion.
Let's make it darker for sure. I guess really I'm just gonna try to make it match this kind of color. Maybe even make it more blue to kind of reflect the sky here. Not that you could even tell. It's pretty solid. Okay. Maybe we're just gonna steal these colors. Pretty indecisive. Name this silver. Silver color. Okay, now we got a green cape. That's for sure. That's for sure. Very green cape, yeah. And this behind the silver here, so I can draw it like this. What's your guys' take on cum? Just wondering. Just wondering. Billy Mays here. That's what that guy looks like to me. Although it's probably actually doesn't look like him at all. Billy Mays here with a brand new fresh load of cum. Okay. What in fucking tarnation? I don't know why that was like that. Okay. Yellow color. Don't know if we're gonna keep this color. We're just gonna color it though. For now. Is the way. Dude, I also need to watch Mandalorian too, the new season. I'm lagging behind on all kinds of cool stuff. So, I'm a slave to capitalism. Color this part right here because it's kind of like these designs here, but it's like, I don't know, maybe I'll make like a design right there. It's like chainmail almost. Do not fuck with this. Why is that like that? I'm also fucking up right now. What am I doing? I would literally sell my feet pics so I can quit my job and not get another job I don't care for because I'm just selling feet pics now. Okay, let's take this, do a little clipping mask, do something like this. I think this yellow is actually working pretty well. It's a little fucked up though. It's not supposed to get this line right here. So we're just gonna try our best to go around it. Something like that. That's fucked up right there. I think that also helps. As you can see, these lines are a little fucked up looking. I don't care. It's because I did that little trick, but that trick isn't perfect by any means. I still prefer this with fucked up lines you're probably not going to see. Prefer it over super thick lines that just look bad as soon as you see them. A real artist would probably actually redraw all of this and kind of trace over it in a new layer. But I'm not a real artist. I'm a sham. I'm a liar. I'm a cheater. I'm a thief. I'm a silly little guy. I'm mischievous. Beautiful. Good enough. Holy shaboli. Holy Ebola. Alright, where are we at? Where the hell are we? These are pretty much the main colors except for this little orange. Let me just merge down, grab this orange color, fill it in right here. Oops. Yeah, I already merged these, so I'm just gonna ignore that for a second. Let me just label this orange. Alright, let's try it. Let's figure this out here. Okay, now this black and this yellow are the same layer here. We're gonna go very We're gonna go in very safe and precise. Something like this. Do something like this. Something like this. Something like that. Much better. You're never gonna notice it zoomed out like this, so we're not going to fuck with it too much. Alright, I think there's more to do with this generally. We're not gonna do anything too crazy right now. We pretty much have it colored. The point was to get to this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my to-do. We're going to, whoops. We're gonna erase this part here. That says color. And yeah. Pretty solid. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to export this. I've been kind of failing to show this on my streams lately, but what we want to do is we want to save a bunch of versions of our piece of art here, because then we can make like a progress reel. There's better ways to do it probably. I think there's even ways like in Photoshop to record your progress from start to finish and kind of just speed it up. I'm not really sure how to do that. I should probably look into it, but for now I kind of just like taking saving images at different times. Sorry, too much singing. I'm all out of water. I'm all out of energy. I'm going to sleep on the mic. Good night, y'all. Nah, I'm just playing, yo. I'm back. I felt so comfortable pretending to sleep there, though. This music is it's really relaxing. Very relaxing. Nightscape by Laffy. I wonder if they have this this playlist on Spotify. He said LOL. I'm definitely interested in I thought you died. I'm definitely interested in listening to this to go to bed. I think that'd be very, very relaxing. I'm gonna keep playing it because I still, you know, we're gonna go till 2. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna vibe. Just give it a few minutes, you know. I'm just playing, y'all. No more sleeping. No more sleeping. This the vibe, yeah. This the vibe, yeah. This the vibe, yeah. This the vibe, yeah. Chilling with my tribe, yeah. This the vibe, yeah. I couldn't have said like any more generic words. This the vibe, yeah. This the vibe, yeah. This the vibe, yeah. I woke up, yeah. I feel alive, yeah. That's where I thrive, yeah. We colored most of this in 3 hours, y'all. I think that's something to be proud of. We actually have to, like, you know, fully color these guys and fix their their weapons as well. Gotta color those properly. Then we kind of put like a little thing, a layer over them to make them look very see-through. In fact, we're gonna make them see-through eventually, but yeah. Then we're gonna add a bunch of stars. You know what, real quick, I think I'm gonna add a couple stars here before I go. Now, how I'm gonna do this, let's see here. It's pretty good. I think it is like with the stars in this level here. In Elden Ring, the stars go like above, like they appear in front of like the background here, which actually makes me wanna. What's this? PG? So yeah, when I want to draw stars, I kind of just draw them all over the place. Very simple, nothing too crazy. Just start with one kind of line width first. Okay, so that we'll just say that's like stars layer 1, right? And then we'll make one with like little smaller stars. Again, just like really random, sporadic. You gotta be careful because you don't want to accidentally draw like a line. You want to draw dots. It's very easy to fuck this up because I could do something like that. Don't want to do that. It's pretty solid. Okay, so stars layer 1, stars layer 2, stars layer 3. Okay, so we did 7 pixels, 10 pixels. Let's do like 15 and make like some big ones here. But I would say few and far between. Maybe we'll make them a little more sporadic as well. Those are stars, boy. Very simple. I want to do gradients so bad right now because I just want to try some things out, but we do gradients at the end because it kind of slows down Photoshop the more you have. Gradients, layer effects like afterglow, things like that really kind of slow down Photoshop. So I try to hold off till the end. But I think that's gonna do it, y'all. We made it 3 hours and 3 minutes. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in today. Thank you all for another beautiful stream. I appreciate y'all. Purple hearts, thank you, sir. Hearts to all of you. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be streaming most of the day tomorrow. I'm thinking probably like a 5-6 hour stream, something like that. So definitely be prepared. Feel free to hop in whenever. We're gonna certainly finish coloring and probably do a lot of the highlights and shadows tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned. I appreciate you all once again, and y'all have a beautiful night. Mwah.